Saturday, midday live, 12 days to super strength. I'm here to answer your questions and hopefully get you registered for my 12-week program. Let's go. Instagram, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good? How y'all feeling? I'm checking in with y'all on a Saturday to see how everybody's doing, see what y'all up to, give y'all a bit of insight if you have any questions, and all of that good stuff. So, we'll wait, see if anybody wants to come in and hang out with me for the day. And if not, that's cool. And if so, then we can have a quick conversation. What's up, Monique Bennett? How y'all feeling? What's up, Bonnie? How y'all feeling this Saturday? How y'all feeling? Let me get my notepad up here. I gotta adjust my little wrist thing too. I'm gonna send this joint out. See if any of my regulars want to join. See if y'all got any new people that want to come hang out with us for 30 or 40 minutes on a Saturday. Then we could see what's up with y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so let me send this joint out. What's up, Sandy? How's the weather? We got nice weather up here today. Well, Julie wouldn't say it's nice, but it's in the 50s in February. That's pretty good. Say you chill. Have you done it? What'd you do today? Did you do your hour and a half? Have you done your hour and a half for work today? I'm gonna start texting you every day. Like, yo, did you do the work? Did you do the work? Did you do the work? Cold brewed. What does cold brewed mean? Well, see, now I gotta look up what does cold brewed mean. What's up, Angela? What's happening? Joe Fiel. What's up, Dub Maestro? What's good? Joe Fiel, what's happening? What y'all doing today? So in a minute here, we're gonna go to. I just left my therapy session. Cold brew is coffee. Oh, okay. Good to see you too, man. Good to see you too. I got some sleep. I got some rest after working 19 hours. I was tired yesterday, man. I was exhausted, but I showed up. Joe Fiel said trying to get. Oh, Joe Fiel's giving away an Xbox. Oh yeah, okay. Is there a link or something? If you have a link or something, then that'd be great too. What's up, Pod? I'm good. I'm good. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good space. I came on to practice talking about my 12-week program. 12 days, 12 weeks to super strength. 1 day a week for 12 weeks. What up, Tar? So let me see. I don't even think I sent Tar to join. Tar must have just been scrolling Instagram. Yeah, send me the info and I'll send it out. What's up?
Well, you woke me out of bed.
I didn't wake you out of bed.
I was laying in bed, scrolling, and then I see my coach pop up, and what's up? Have you done your hour today? All right, get your ass out of bed.
Yeah, go do your hour. Why are you on my live? The live's supposed to be over there somewhere. You're supposed to be doing your work. Go do your job.
I'm gonna be doing my job. I'm gonna make my coffee first.
Okay, make your coffee. Do 10 push-ups. Feed your cats. All the stuff that you have to do. Ryan, What's happening? Yeah, do all the stuff you got to do, and then go spend your hour and a half uninterrupted getting it done.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
So which website are you going to use to build your website? Have you figured that out yet?
I think I'm going to stick with the Wix because it looks more simpler.
More user-friendly.
Yeah, more simpler. And then I got to connect with another person today to talk about blogging and all that jazz. So.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. Hold on 1 second. I just realized my recording level is kind of low. I don't know what that's going to do to the audio, but it's all good. But yeah, you got to make sure you do your work. Joe Field said, I'm using the restroom. Okay, and I'm about to brew some espresso. So what is it that y'all love so much about coffee? I'm not a coffee drinker, so we're going to have a couple minute questions on, a quick conversation on coffee.
I think it's the fact that it's like a safer approach to an energy drink. It gives you a little bit more of a lively feel. It gives, I don't know what the minerals and
It
vitamins
does
are in
increase blood flow.
coffee.
It does increase
Yeah,
blood
it
flow. I
does.
know
It
that.
does wake you up. I mean, it does. It does do something, but with me, my coffee pot broke, so I have to boil my water and then I have to brew it that way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, but
All right.
coffee is like, I don't know, it's good for a lot of things. I feel energetic after I have a couple of cups.
Oh, you have more than one cup of coffee. You have cups with an S.
I have cups.
Oh.
Well, let's just put it this way. My cups will be, these be my cups.
That's the total. That's the total cups.
That's the total. Cups
Okay. You don't
of
have
the
multiple
day.
ones of that big thing.
But when I was working my job as a lunch lady, this was my coffee mug.
Oh, okay.
It was super slam.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like a big slam or a big slam, whatever.
Okay.
Anyways, I would have that at work and throughout work, on the way to work and stuff. It's just a healthier alternative than an energy drink.
Okay. I'm gonna holler at J-Bone right quick. I'm bring J-Bone up for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna explain my 12 days to super strength program for anyone who is interested in listening. Let's see. What up, Mr. Big
Alright.
K? J-Bone, I hit the accept button. You better come on here. I ain't got a lot of time because I got to go to American Heritage Girls.
Ah, good stuff. All right. Well,
You stick
take
around.
care.
All right, you can stick around and watch J-Bone come up if you want to. It's up to you.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can hang out while J-Bone come up.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's
I can do
111. Y'all make a wish. It's 111. J-Bone, maybe your phone not working.
J-Bone should be working.
Okay. Well,
I thought he was on earlier today.
I'm sure he was. J-Bone stay on Instagram. My hand is a little tight too. I realized, I think I sprained my thumb.
You could have hyperextended some muscles.
Yeah, I think it's my thumb. Like I said, it's all good. I ain't complaining.
You know, when I open up a can or whatever, the inside of my thumb right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that too. When I strain my muscles too, it's like all I did was open up a jar, and then my knuckle feels like I like bruised it or something.
Yeah, I use one of those things to improve your grip. And I have a tester here too that tests you, let you know if you got a strong grip. I have a strong grip and stuff like that, so that's all good. But that joint right now is feel kind of janky, so it's all good. But bye, Cindy.
Yeah.
Bye, Cindy. Go do your work. Make your coffee. Feed the cats, and then hour and a half from 2. Well, you're an hour behind us. It's noon there. It's 12:12.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, okay.
All right. Well, yeah. Go do your work. Bye. Have a good day.
See you later.
See you later. All right, so Cindy's going to keep watching because that's probably what she's going to do, even though I told her to go do her work. So, if y'all are interested, since y'all are interested, and y'all must have some level of interest because you're here, or at least in me, or 12, baby. 12 weeks to your super strength. I'm going to run down some of the content that I'm going to cover in my 12-week course. And if you're interested in joining, comment power in the comments, and I will auto DM you a link for you to fill out the form so we can begin the process for you to, spend one day for 12 weeks, 1 day a week for 12 weeks in my Pain to Super Strength coaching program. So in the program, I'm giving 5 daily practices that you can use to increase your self-awareness, improve your emotional intelligence, improve your connectivity with whatever God it is that you pray to, and attain whatever your goals are for the next 90 days. 5 daily practices, right? One of them is deep breathing, and we're going to go over a couple different breathing patterns that helps you become more centered. And also, I'm not going to tell y'all what all 5 are, but all of the rest of the classes pretty much like backtrack back to one of the 5 daily practices. So I have a class on understanding pain. We're going to delve into, how pain affects you, emotional and mental pain affects you physiologically. And a big part of that block is going to be, let me adjust my sound here. I think it's a little too loud. And journaling to heal, right? that part of the block basically explains to you, as opposed to just journaling, something happens and then you just go and write about what happened and how you felt about it. We're also going to learn how to journal in a way that expands our understanding, our ego, to give us a bird's eye view of that which actually occurred. What occurred in reality? What did we think could have, would have, and should have happened? How can we accept that what we think should have, could have, and would have happened? How can we accept that that's not what occurred and what actually occurred? And what do we want to do about that moving forward, right? What do we want to do about that mentally? What do we want to do about that emotionally? What do we want to do about that physically? And what do we want to do about that spiritually? And what that process is going to do is it's going to allow you to become more accepting of reality as it is. And the more you accept reality as it is, the better chance you have of attaining some level of peace and attaining your goals. So I always say acceptance is the pathway to peace, and peace is the pathway to happiness. So that's going to be class number 3. That's after we cover the 5 daily practices. The class after that is called the emotional equation, right? And the purpose of the emotional equation block is to increase self-awareness, to allow you to experience some growth, to get in contact with your actual divine nature, to establish some integrity with yourself, right? And to also develop trust. Integrity and trust, those two go together. And it's not just integrity within, it's integrity without and trust within. A lot of people have trust issues. And what we'll do is we will say we don't trust other people. But the reality is the reason you don't trust other people is because you don't trust yourself. So the emotional equation is an actual equation that you can follow to begin to understand why you're having an emotion that you'd rather not have. And then you're going to be able to use that same equation to begin working your way towards the emotion that you'd rather have. So this event happens, you implement the equation, right? You interpret the event, right? You're like, man, that shit sucks. I'm sad about that. You use the equation, if you don't want to feel sad, to begin working your way back to the 0 point of peace. And then from there, you can move on to happiness. So yeah, the emotional equation. I'm looking forward to that one. I have one on time blocking and boundaries. Cindy needs that one. Is Cindy still in here? Yes, she is. Cindy definitely needs that one because Cindy's one of my clients. Y'all know this. And Cindy's someone who, if I let her, she'll avoid doing what she knows she's great at, because doing what she's great at is going to cause her a little bit of strife. And I'm like, no, Cindy, you're great. So you have to go be great. And it's not enough to just be great. You have to be great in reality. Right? That's why I said, make your coffee, feed the cats, do all that shit that you need to do, and then go spend your hour and a half, 2 hours doing what it is I told you to do. So there's that, time blocking and boundaries. And boundaries and time blocking go hand in hand because it's so easy to get distracted, which all of us do at times. And because we're distracted and we have weak boundaries, we end up not getting the things done that we're supposed to do. No Zoom today, Tara. I just happened to come back from my therapy session with my therapist and was like, oh, I got a little bit of time in between going to American Heritage Girls to jump on live. I don't do Instagram live as much as I used to, maybe as much as I should, but I figured I'd jump on a Saturday and get even more comfortable with just being on here, shooting the breeze. Trigger training is the big one, right? I'm looking forward to the trigger training. So the trigger training is going to be a class where we acknowledge our triggers, maybe find out about triggers that we didn't know that we have, delve into a little bit of shadow work, because anytime you become triggered, that's your shadow that's knocking. Hey, I need you to acknowledge me. That's what your shadow is saying. And if you're wondering what your shadow is the repressed or suppressed aspects of yourself. And I'm not going to delve into how the shadow is developed. I'll do that in the class if y'all really want me to. But if someone says something about you and it triggers you, that's because there's some aspect of you that you haven't embraced, right? At some point, you told yourself that being selfish is a bad thing. So what you did was you began to push the aspect of yourself that is selfish into the shadow. So now you don't even identify yourself at ever as being selfish. You don't even see how selfishness can be beneficial for you. And so when someone calls you selfish, hola mi amiga, ¿cómo estás? When someone calls you selfish and you become triggered, that's because you haven't accepted there's an aspect of you that is selfish, and that selfish aspect of you has some benefits in reality, right? So the trigger training is going to be a session where we're going to trigger one another. We're going to admit to something that triggers us, right? And then we are going to trigger one another. And the idea is to be able to experience that, the physical effects, the heart rate going up, right? You get hot and you want to cuss, right? Or you want to just pop off, but you can't do that. You're going to have to be able to maintain this level of conversation and get your point across without allowing the trigger to be the significant driving force behind your actual response, right? So I'm looking forward to the trigger training. That'll be fun. We are going to do a class on deepening your self-awareness. It's called Your Time with God, right? And with that one, and I think I'm going to add decision making into that one. I haven't decided yet. But the idea behind that one is for us to begin accepting and realizing that if we believe in an all-present, all-powerful, all-knowing God, then that God is always fully present 100% of the time. But we don't operate in that way. And it's reasonable that we don't operate in that way consciously, because we're always interacting with other people. We have our to-do lists. We have things that we have to get done and all of that stuff. And so what the time with God portion of the program is going to be about is going to be teaching us how to maximize the time that we are alone and be attentive to what is our thought process when we're alone, right? When you have 10 minutes, 15 minutes by yourself, what are you doing with that time, right? Not like, oh, I have to go and do something that attains this goal, but are you thinking about the negative aspects of your life? Because if so, you're spending your time with God in a negative space, and you may not realize it, right? You may not realize it. So that portion of the 12-week program is going to be about improving our ability to realize how we are when we are by ourselves, because that's probably when most people are most audibly open to whatever God is trying to give us, but we're caught up in the BS of our days, right? How can you take that alone time and make choices, direct thoughts, and take actions that help you use that time in a way that will be beneficial for you and beneficial for your relationship with the one, right? So that's the deepening self-awareness in your time with God block. We're going to do a block on your divine duty. So we all have these goals that we want to attain, these things we want to do, these experiences that we want to have, all of these things that we want to accomplish in our lives. In the your divine duty block, what we're going to cover is we're going to look at and accept what would happen if we didn't pursue our highest self. And this isn't so much about us. This is going to be about how are other people going to suffer? What are other people not going to have access to if you don't become or don't attempt to become the highest version of yourself? So I'll give you an example. What would my children's future look like if I didn't pursue my highest possible self? Now, could they turn out normal and okay? Sure, they could. But if I do exactly what it is that I'm supposed to do and take the moves that I'm supposed to make, then they don't have to be just okay, right? they're going to start at an elevated platform from where I started. So the reason I do what I do as a duty is not just because I want to feel good or make people feel good. It's because I have a divine duty to that which is above me, our Father who art in heaven, and my descendants who come after me. And what I do now echoes in eternity. So I have a divine duty to make certain choices and actions that push not just me, but my whole bloodline. I shouldn't even say it this way, upward, up towards whatever outcome it is, right? And so, and I put that in there because I think sometimes that what our conscious mind does is it kind of wants to just be very simplified. Oh, I'm doing this because I want to make a lot of money. Yeah, you do want to make a lot of money, but you don't want to just make a lot of money just to make a lot of money. You want to make a lot of money to make life easier for someone else, right? It's like that talk where Eric Thomas is talking about the lion and the gazelle. He's like, if that lion knows that he got to feed his family, then that gazelle, he on his ass, and because it's not just about him. Right? He has to be able to, you need a motivating factor, an external motivating factor that is beyond yourself and beyond your basic survival in order to be able to really push through the difficult times. Right? Because a single person could just get an apartment. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Especially us guys. We're like, I'm good. You give me my PlayStation, my Xbox, a cot, a folded couch, and I'm good. But the fact that you have a woman to protect and provide for, the fact that you have kids to protect and provide for, and other people depending on you is what makes your divine duty and your willingness to act on your divine duty much more important. So that's going to be that one. If you want to join the 12-week program, you can shoot me a DM and I could email you. I could DM you the consultation link and we can sit down and I can explain all this to you more in depth. Or you can type power in the comments and you'll get a DM link for the questionnaire. I got another class on journaling on 1,000, and I'll probably change the names of some of these. But the idea behind that one is to learn how to do the journaling that we did in the first block, and then we're going to add dumping, which is experiencing an event and then journaling about it in a way that is completely disorganized and only for the purpose of allowing the thoughts and emotions to go from inside Ohio, inside our physical being, our mental state, our emotional state, and our spiritual state, and moving that energy out of us, right? So that we're not walking around with resentment about something that happened a week or two ago. There's a specific way you can dump through journaling that allows that energy to have some movement. And then we're going to do one in the journaling class, we're going to do one, I call it the ultimate perspective, which is where instead of just journaling, oh, this happened and this is how I felt and this is my emotions and my thoughts about it, you're going to learn how to write in a way that allows you to get the other perspectives. So, right, you now have to argue against your own point. You now have to validate the person that, I don't know, slapped you in the face, right? You're going to have to articulate from their perspective why they did what they did. And the purpose of that is so that when you think about your choices and actions on a day in, day out basis, you're not just doing it through your lens, through your experiences and your perspective, because this is a shared reality. If you've ever watched the movie Inception, that's what life is. It's kind of like a shared reality. So my perspective is just my perspective based on what I've experienced. But when I can actually step into the other person's shoes, which is actually adversarial to mine, right? Just completely opposite, and articulate why they feel what they feel, why they think what they think, how they came to the conclusions they came to, and be able to say, I can see how that person came to that conclusion, though I still disagree, is what's going to help you expand not just your self-awareness, but your awareness of the world and the people and the beings that exist around you. So that's going to be a fun one. I have one on overcoming fear and discomfort. And what that's going to be about is the ability to have a goal and know that on that path, there's going to be lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. And you're going to have to face them. right? Because to not face them is to never come face to face with your destiny. So if you're not willing to face what you fear, then you're not willing to face your destiny. And what we're going to learn in the overcoming fear and overcoming discomfort block is how to operate while experiencing fear so that we don't have to run away. Because to run away from what you fear, what up, Casey? To run away from what you fear, a lot of the times, is also to run away from the best possible version of yourself and your goals. So if we want something, right, we have to be willing to do that which it is in order for us to get it. Hey, what's happening? And a lot of times on the path, that means facing what we fear, right? And that's just what we're going to have to do. So there will be a block on overcoming fear and becoming more comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's what helps us get to where it is we want to go. And then I have a class on using forgiveness as a pathway to success. And what we're going to do in that class, and I think that one will probably be a lot of open forum and getting to know the things that we have hangups about that are blocking our ability to continue moving forward on the path towards our goals, right? My mom told me I'd never be anything. So every time I get ready to do something that's hard, I shy away from it. And the reason you're shying away from it is because you haven't forgiven your mother and you haven't forgiven yourself for receiving that which your mom told you. And as you learn how to forgive, it becomes easier to move towards success because you forgive and you allow it to be behind you. The block is cleared, right? The hurdle. You can jump over the hurdle. You can dig a tunnel under it. You can go around it. You can pick it up, move it out the way. But there has to be some action taken that is in the realm of forgiveness a lot of the times. That is the action that needs to be taken in order for us to move towards our success. And then the last one will be like a final open forum, a check-in to see how everybody feels, to talk about anything that anybody wants to, touch on and just kind of, delve into it that way. The way I'm thinking about doing it for the most part is, more so like a lecture or instructional block. Some of them will have slides, but every day, right? Every session in the 12-week session, we're going to have that time where we sit down and we actually talk and give feedback. And Chels, but what about this? And I say, yeah, but what about that? And we have that back and forth time. And it's a very targeted, type of thing. So if you're someone who is wanting to attain a goal, wanting to learn how to process your emotions better, wanting to learn how to deepen your self-awareness, desiring to improve your connectivity with God, with your spouse, with your friends, with your family, with strangers, with life, with nature, that's what we're going to cover. And so that's what it is. I think over the next month, I think we're going to start on March 5th or March 7th. So if you're interested, type power in the comments, shoot me a DM, click the link in my bio. That's your call to action that they say what we all have to have as business owners and proprietors and entrepreneurs. You got to have a call to action. Your call to action is to click the link in my bio. Was that Cinco de Mayo? Nah, March 5th. Cinco de Mayo is May 5th. Yeah, so, I was like, am I tripping? Like, did I do that on Cinco de Mayo? Like, I'm about to be lunching. Nah, so March 5th. And the goal is to do it for 12 straight Tuesdays or 12 straight Thursdays. We all have things that happen. You will have access to the replays. You will be able to go back and watch the replays at any time. And there will be some pre-recorded content that you'll have access to, especially the 5 daily practices. They'll be pre-recorded, so you can reference those at any time. But it'll be a lot of coming face to face with who it is that we are, who it is that we think we should be, who it is that God wants us to be, and who we think we are, but we actually aren't. Joe Fiel says the link that will let everyone find my Facebook page and Instagram. So Joe Fiel is doing a raffle. Link tr is it link tr dot linktree/Joe Fiel, but there's a dot in between the R and the two E's. Joe Fiel is giving away a Xbox, doing a raffle for Xbox. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Yeah, so that's the 12-week course. That's what we're gonna do over the next month. I'm gonna do this more often. So if this becomes redundant or repetitive for you, hang out with me anyway. I do it for you. And also, I believe it's March the 8th. Let me check. Yeah, I believe it's March the 8th. On March the 8th, I'll be doing a live one-on-one interview. I'm gonna be the interviewee. Tara is gonna interview me on her show. I forget what she calls it, but I know it's Giving Men Their Flowers, where she focuses on giving black men their flowers and showing appreciation for black men. And so she's had some really good guests, and I'm looking forward to being one of them. So I can say that I was on Tara's show. So that should be really fun. So y'all make sure y'all are there for that on, I believe it's March 8th at, I think it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I was about to say Pacific. Pacific. Specific. The Pacific Ocean. Which Pacific Ocean? The Pacific. So yeah, that's what's going on. I love to have y'all come be a part of the program. I do have a promo code, but I'm only giving you the promo code if we go through the process. We at least got to have our consultation and figure out if you feel like you're down. Payment plans are available. Financing is available. All of that good stuff. And yeah, one other thing I want y'all to know is that if you do happen to miss the 12-week program, at some point this year, I'm going to do a 3 to 5 day, I haven't decided, 3 to 5 day trigger training, right? Where we spend that week developing our ability to respond and process being triggered, as opposed to just being a block within a larger curriculum. It'll be its own 3 to 5 day, we'll call it 1 week training, trigger training. And so the more people we get into that one, that'll be fun too, because then we get to see different people squirm and operate and grow while experiencing their trigger. And also, you know, if we have people who they're like, oh, I don't get triggered at all, we're going to delve into that too, because everyone gets triggered. There are people who are good at responding while triggered, and you may not know it, but everyone gets triggered because we all have a shadow. So that's it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If anybody wants to holler at me now, I'm done, you know, pitching my 12-week program. And if anybody wants to just chop it up for the next couple minutes, hit the request button and we can chop it up. I know J-Bone tried, but he wasn't able to come up for some reason. Cindy came up, but she's not on here anymore because she's doing the hour and a half work that she's supposed to be doing, like we talked about. So yeah, that's what we got going on. What's up, Dr. Hope? Champagne on Ice, Ohio. My darling wife, Eric, Tar, and Cindy. Cindy's still in here. I know you're in here. Instagram will do it to you. Social media. I'm gonna drink some water. Yeah, so good stuff. What's up, Eric? It's early over there. 1, 12, 11, 10. Dr. Hawk, what you doing today? Me and Dr. Hawk been fighting this week, not amongst ourselves. Dr. Hawk been wrangling students, and I've been wrangling suspects. So we both had a long week. My hand, I did mess my thumb up a little bit through here. There's a pull right here. So, and I don't think it's obviously it's not broken because I still have full range of motion and all of that. But I do think I pulled whatever this muscle right here is called. It's strained. I could feel it. That's okay. If I need to take a couple of days off to heal up, I will. Maybe I'll put some ice on it. Yeah. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. Dr. Hawk, you're doing a great job being a principal. Keep up the good work. 35 minutes. I might go live later on or on Sunday if y'all want to holler at me. Matter of fact, what y'all doing for the Super Bowl? Y'all watching Super Bowl? Dr. E asked me about watching the Super Bowl. I said, man, I hadn't thought nothing about the Super Bowl until you said something about it. I think who playing? Kansas City and San Francisco? Here comes my Fin Fin. Hi, my Fin Fin.
Daddy, look.
Come here. I can't see you. Come here. Oh, your hair looks so pretty. You want to show my friends your hair?
Hey, Daddy, look.
Look. Can't see what buddy. See, I got my hair done.
My hair done.
I got my hair done.
My hair done.
Here, fix your legs so that it's not caught up under. There you go. All right, there we go. Yeah. Oh, your team is out going for the 49ers. Give me some sugar. Thank you. You smell good. Give me some sugar.
I'm ready, Daddy.
You ready for what? You ready to go?
Hello.
You come in.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Don't you touch my screen. Talk to the people. They want to talk to you.
Hi.
You say hi.
Hi. Do you want to play?
Yeah, and then what?
No, it was the word. Tell them a story. Story. No, studio. Huh.
Okay, well that's good.
Okay, let's do it. Nah. The spoon.
Oh, really? And then what happened? Okay. All right. Bye, Fin Fin.
Bye.
Bye. Libby, you had something you wanted to say?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so one of the 5 daily practices that because I didn't cover all of them, I'm not going to cover all of them, but one of them is daily love. And I put that in there because I think that outside of our goals and our aspirations, it's important to experience some connectivity with others every day. And I mean, maybe that's your husband, your wife, maybe that's your kids, maybe that's your parents, maybe that's your siblings, maybe that's your friends, maybe that's your pets. But on that particular block, we're going to delve into ways to express and experience and receive love daily so that we don't feel like we're going days, months, weeks, and years without being fully present with the people and, I guess, animals that we truly care about, right? An example would be, and I'll pick on my friend Cindy, because Cindy's still in here when she's not supposed to be. Cindy's a good sport. An example would be, Cindy probably has days where Cindy has a daughter, by the way, so I'm just using her cats as an example. There's probably days where Cindy's rushing around doing what she has to do and not really being fully mindful, because that's just how we all do at certain points in our lives. And then it's time to feed her cats, right? And instead of being fully attentive to the process that she has to go through to actually care for her cat, she just kind of does it mindlessly. Scoop the joint, put it in here, put the water, boom, 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 boom. But that simple daily action is something that she could delve into more mindfully as an expression of love for her cats that is going to improve her emotional state, that's going to improve her mind state and improve her spiritual state. That way, when it's time for her to go sit down and do her work to becoming the best possible motivational speaker she can, she's doing that from a heart space of love and affection, as opposed to it being a to-do list type of thing. Oh, I got to do this. I got to feed the cats. I got to do this. I got to run here. Got to run there. Well, if you have to do those things, you're going to learn how to do those things with and for other people in a way that is based in mindful love, as opposed to just, I checked off a box of some shit that I had to do. So, daily love. That's it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If y'all have any questions, shoot me a DM. Text me if you got my phone number. Call me if you want to hear my voice. Type power in the comments on my lives. Become a member. Get the emails. Get the email chain. Fill out the questionnaire. And if you just don't want to do the questionnaire, and I didn't either. If you want to just book the consultation to come find out about it, let me know, and I'll DM you the link for the consultation. My kids are back, so I gotta go. I love y'all. Enjoy y'all's weekend. And in the meantime, in between time, take your power back, baby. Peace.